Hello, welcome to my messy home. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the love on my YouTube. You know, people that have subscribed, thank you. These are not going to be that regular, but they're just kind of for me to check in with myself as well. You know, we do these check-ins just to see where I'm at musically. And you know what? I thought it'd be nice to, like, in the future, you know, see like my journey and see, you know, what if I look back and I'm like, hey, you really came from this and you're now doing this. I have a new mic. I'm learning how it works. Also, this is low battery, so this might be quite short. If you're new here, I'm Anusha, I'm a singer and I guess a vlogger now. I like to talk about just what I'm going through and I kind of apply it to the music industry and add some sociological things as well, because that is my bag. What's been new with me? Well, I have a track out called Loser. 2 tracks called Loser actually. The remix is out now. It came out on Loser 18th, allegedly. I'm not getting into why Disha Kid fucked me up. You can follow me on my Instagram for the mess. Anyway, this track has, funnily enough, been a year in the making. The remix has taken longer than the actual track that got made. Like, the original track Loser took about 6 months, give or take. Started it in like May, and finished it in October. This track started it in November of last year, and now it's out in October of this year. Why is it taking so long, you ask? Well, TLDR, it's expensive and COVID. Click off this video. Thank you for watching. No, seriously, I want to quickly talk about the process of making music and basically how everything has got me fucked up. So, like I said, November of last year, paid £250 to my videographer and thought, fuck it, I'm gonna start recording. You know, we're gonna just prepay everything, so by the time I get to next year I have to think about money. I can just go straight into it, right? So £250, remember that, commit that to memory, because that's important for what's coming up. So January, February-ish time, everything is paid for. February comes around, I asked the remix to be made by someone I followed on Twitter. They said, we've got the guitar, I can help, and we're going to do it for free. I was like, boom, there you go. Because I didn't have a lot of money back then, so it was needed. They got COVID, communication was skewed, shenanigans happened. That's all I'm going to say. Took about 2 months before I said, you know what, I do need the track soonish, because I wanted it to be a summer track, right? That was like 2 or 3 months later. I also moved in April, and if you don't know about moving in London, mind you, I only moved 10 minutes down the road, was still a shit show, but whatever. May of 2022, I sort out the guitar. Again, I had to pay £200 for this, but that was an experience. That's all I'm gonna say. That happened. May, guitar is down. I'm like, right, okay. It's time to produce it, send it to producers, all of that. June happens. June, I lose the ability to walk properly. I got a diagnosis of something called peripheral neuropathy, which just means that blood isn't circulated to certain parts of my body, which makes it painful to walk. It makes it painful to do things. Like, before I could walk like 5-ish miles. Kilometers. I could walk a very long distance and be fine. I realized it when I went to a work trip, and all of a sudden I was like, I can't walk, and it got painful to walk, and no one believed me because I never had this issue before, but it got really painful to start walking. So I went to the doctors and they were like, yeah, you probably have this thing, and the medication that I'm on for my heart, sometimes it's slowing the circulation down from your body, and then that happens, right? That was shit. Anyway, because they didn't believe me at work, they were cunts about it, I changed jobs. Brill. Glad we got that covered. Changing jobs is also a bitch, just FYI. So from like, say, June to September, I'm trying to produce this song, add like little flavors of things, learn how things are going, because I just kind of realized I can't afford to pay a producer to do this. I'm gonna have to do this myself, and this is gonna have to be like as what best as Anusha can do, rather than like trying to be like professional industry standard. Just do what Anusha can do. £450 out, if you haven't been keeping track, in a cost of living crisis. Edited the track myself. And also, being disabled, got a new diagnosis, kind of mourning a lot of things. It took a while, but we did it, sorted it all out. Then ring on the phone, call up my videographer. I was like, I'm sorry this took so long. I got diagnosed with something mad. Can we do this track? And they were like, cool, I'll wear a mask, let's go. I was like, right. Can you test beforehand? They were like, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I kind of need to know what your COVID status is, so that I can notify people I'm around and be safe or whatever. They said, well, the government doesn't require any of that, so I'm not going to do it. And I'm like, okay, but you work with a bunch of people throughout the week. I need to know where you're at. Anyway, we went back and forth, and trying to explain my diagnosis to them was really hard. Trying to explain that I can't stand for like 2 hours of standing would kill me and put me out for the rest of the month. Trying to explain that to someone who doesn't like have a scope of disability fully is very hard, let's put it that way. That was unfortunate, and it just got to the point where I was like, I will just lose the deposit then. You know, I tried to find ways out of it, but I was like, you know what? You've already killed yourself to get this track made. Just finish it. Just finish the fucking track and release it, right? It makes it seem like I don't care. I really do. I really love this song, and I love the tone that I've gone for, because I've never written a song, sorry. It's just a me song. Like, this song is Anusha. Like, it has my tone, it has the stuff I like, it has the things that I like to do. Like, this song is Anusha. But at the same time, to make this song, it just got really tiring. Conclusion. The cost of living crisis is affecting musicians. I am not the first person to say this. Santi Gold has said this. Bjork has said this. People have said this. It is expensive to make music, to tour music, to do everything. COVID is not helping, because everyone is in different places with it. Some people still believe the government and that COVID's over. That is a lie. Some people are like me and being really cautious about it. The people around them are not understanding. It is very hard. What this means is that it leaves indie artists at the mercy of the institutions, the like algorithm, because, you know, have you not heard of the person that says, hey, can't do this? Go on TikTok. I've explained why that's annoying as advice. But we're left with more capitalism, essentially. We're left with the music industry. We're left with just more capitalism and capitalistic things. And it's harder to make music. It's harder to promote your music. It's harder to find the energy to promote your music, because everything's hard. Ultimately, if we keep going the way it's going, which I did predict this in 2020, look at my third eye, we're only going to get music from private school kids. And do not Google if your favourite artist who likes to tout themselves as working class and see if they went to private school. Conversation for another day. But here's where my Anusha solution differs a little bit. And again, I kind of alluded to this when I had a podcast. Does anyone remember when I had a podcast? I did. This is kind of a shortened version of it. The sentiment is there when people say yes, COVID is still a thing and touring is affecting and whatever. I don't personally believe that we should push through as a community. What I mean by that is I don't think you should risk getting COVID 5 times and have it tap dancing on your lungs for you to have a music career. That's not fair. I also don't think that you should be paying all of these fees or whatever to have your music heard. That's not fair. But what's Anusha's solution? Burn it down. But my actual solution, if you're in my situation and you don't want to risk getting COVID, but you want to make music and you're like, what do? There are a few people, not many, but a few people who will understand where you're coming from. You just might have to be a bit creative of how you promote your music. To be quite honest, you might have to realize that you're not going to get the same numbers as someone who's touring every day, who has management, who can afford to go to open mic nights every night, who can kind of catch COVID but not lose any money. Like, you might have to come to that conclusion, but at the end of the day, there are people who will support you. You know, shout out to my friend Jonas, who gave me this mic. Came all the way from north to south just to give me this masked up and everything. Said a quick hello and that was it. I've got a mic now. I am a professional. That is kind of where I want to leave it. Like, there are people, just find your people. Think horizontally, as Issa Rae did say one day. And just, yeah, find people who will love you and understand you. And that is how you make a really cool career. Thank you for staying with me if you reached the end of the video. Yeah, follow me on the Instagrams at AnushaLDN. Follow me on Twitter at AnushaLDN. It's AnushaLDN everywhere, which LDN means London if you're not from London. Patreon. Real ones follow me on Patreon. They get this video first. They get it unedited. They get the raw shit. And that's it. That's all I have to say. Anyway, my phone's about to die. See you later.